With Ethiopia now in the BRICS, what are they hoping to achieve?
Well, it's the second sub-Saharan African nation to join the group after South Africa was admitted about 14 years ago, and BRICS is almost 2 decades old. The entry certainly is a recognition of Ethiopia's muscle in the region. It is East Africa's biggest economy and the continent's most populous country after Nigeria. Certainly more people than even Egypt, which also joined BRICS. As you know, BRIC member nations have very little in common and have struggled to shape, to form or mold a cohesive identity. Some view it as an alternative to the current global order, gravitating towards Beijing, a counterbalance of sorts to Western power as embodied by the G7, the Group of Seven. The main appeal for Ethiopia to join BRICS could be the possibility of having an alternative financial architecture separate to the US dollar. The bloc has created 2 new multilateral institutions, the New Development Bank or BRICS Bank, and the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, a rival of sorts to the World Bank and the IMF. Another attraction is China. It's a large trading partner and presents a huge market. And being in the bloc guarantees some face time with China's political and business leaders during summits. That's certainly a draw for Ethiopia. So for this country, so for Ethiopia, which is reforming its economy to attract even more investment, this could be the main draws for it.
And Helen, I mean, our Bloomberg intelligence team has found that BRICS could be double the size of G7 economies in 2030. That is a big picture. When we look at the region, though, where Ethiopia is sitting, East Africa region, what could their involvement potentially mean for them?
Yeah, well, some may dismiss, the BRICS, the expanded BRICS, as an inconsequential entity. It is gaining momentum and it's drawing more members. 40 nations want to join. 2024 have already formally applied. And Ethiopia's entry certainly gives Africa a voice at that table, in addition to South Africa's. The expanded BRICS, as Etienne said, represents about 45% of the world's population, 30% of global crude output. And that orientation towards the global South is a signal for African nations that have always felt excluded from the current international order and are becoming more vocal about a move towards multilateralism. So Ethiopia's entry is a signal.